As Kenya was gearing up to unveil its 2022-2023 fiscal year budget on Thursday, activities outside the Treasury office that houses the country's finance cabinet ministry officials were not as usual. A Kenyan man marching around the premises chanted loud calls for the government to resign, saying Kenyans were hungry.
We are hungry. We want food. The government should resign.
Police officials stationed in the area tried to silence the man, but his calls became even louder as they tried to whisk him away.
We must stand up for all this night. Kill me, but we must speak out. We are horrendous oppressed nation.
A few meters away from the location, at the country's parliament buildings, the finance minister unveiled a $28 billion budget meant to help the economy recover, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic threw hundreds of thousands of people out of work. In 2020, more than 700,000 people lost their jobs, and Kenyans are still struggling to cope with the rising cost of basic goods such as food and fuel, as several parts of the country are hit by drought. The financial roadmap for the 2022-2023 fiscal year, announced just 4 months before the country goes to the polls, also pumps billions into outgoing President Uhuru Kenyatta's so-called legacy projects and major infrastructure, much of it funded by China. The 3.3 trillion shillings budget illustrates the fine line the government is walking between trying to improve people's livelihoods but also boost its own coffers by increasing taxes. If the budget is approved by Parliament, the government will splash out 146 billion shillings on Uhuru Kenyatta's legacy schemes under his so-called Big Four agenda, which focuses on food security, affordable housing, affordable healthcare, and manufacturing. According to the Central Bank of Kenya figures, public debt stood at 8.2 trillion shillings in December.